Hello and welcome everybody. We should be live now, I believe. Let me get the chats up, see how y'all are doing. At least I hope we're live. Let me make sure everything's working. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me, right? Good. It's the first stream back in the shop in a while. I was down at PPC's all last week, so you guys saw a bunch of streams from there, which was quite interesting, and hopefully I can bring some more interesting content like that for you guys tonight as well, as long as the stream works. Okay, good, it does. So, how's everyone doing tonight? We got a bunch of discounts going on right now. If you check the description of this video, like if you're on YouTube, it'll be below. Facebook, there's the description in the sidebar. And for Twitch, all you Twitch folks, I will link you the discounts right now. Well, actually, you can find the discounts in the description of the video. So, let me just get Twitch chat up. So all you folks on Twitch, check that out. As I said, there'll be a link in the description for all of the discounts going on this week. And there's free shipping if you spend more than $99. So free shipping plus a bunch of sweet discounts. Nobody in the Discord. Oh, I suppose I could join Discord if you would like. Let's see. We'll just go in this channel. What up? So we'll see if anybody else wants to join. But we're just planning a loop tonight. This is actually for my roommate, so let me switch the camera here for you guys. So this should be a little bit better, I think. As you can see here, all these guys is an AIO right now, and we're actually not going to be water cooling the graphics card because it's only a 1050 Ti. So he's got 6600K in here, and I've got a bunch of gear laying around for the most part. He picked up a few things like this new EK Sprintsevo RGB block, and we got him a new D5. So we can put a few things together tonight. We're actually going to be reusing these 3 ring fans for the 360. And the plan is to put a 240 in the front, and then we're going to put a 360 on the top. But if you can tell here, that's right, the back plate's unattached. I always forget that. I actually modded this build for him quite a while ago, but the top has no fan support, so we're going to make that happen with a Dremel, as well as other tools. So I'm not sure how much of that I'll stream. I can if you guys want me to. I kind of did a similar mod in the Define S that I kind of transferred my build into. So we'll just make it so we can support a rad up there, and I just wanted to show you guys something. Just a quick tip here. I have an X-Flow and a U-Flow rad here, and there's a few differences between each. If you guys didn't know already, some of you guys may know the differences, which good for you, but I'm going to explain it anyways. Let me make sure I can read chat as we're going along here. What's up, Matt? How's it going, dude? Free shipping to, yeah, I believe it's only in the US. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I think if you have to send a message you normally do on the Discord, this is the first stream I've seen in a while. Oh, in the voice chat. Was this unscheduled? I guess I didn't announce it as much. I could announce it in this server. However, people get upset if I tag too many people, because I just kind of tagged everyone for the discounts if you didn't see that. So like I said, check those out. Definitely a good idea. But, I mean, like I said, did you join on Sweet Iced Tea? He did. I don't know why I can't hear him. Maybe he's just cat's got his tongue or something.
Yeah, I accidentally turned my mic off.
Oh, okay. Well, you could I think it'll let you hear people for the stream in the stream chat. You could link them if you would like. But we've got some people watching. I don't see how many are on Facebook right now because my feed's fucked. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we have some people watching. So back to the rads. Main difference between X-Flow and U-Flow. There is a flow difference. However, I've seen even let's see, who did that? Dasmo did the GTS X-Flow versus the GTS U-Flow, which is what these are. And the temp difference is like half a degree Celsius. This is like half a degree Celsius worse, the X-Flow, which in my opinion is really nothing. So yeah, there is a flow difference, but then there's also a total length difference. So my plan was actually to use the X-Flow in this build, just because X-Flows are actually really nice, especially at the top of the build, because then like when you got your CPU over here, you can just run one tube to the CPU, and instead of with a U-flow running it all the way back up somewhere, you know, either to the front or down somewhere else, you can actually just, the radiator does that, so the tube ends up out over here anyways. But we actually can't do that with this build, I don't think. It's not gonna fit. There's just, even, I do plan on taking that back fan out, as I said, and it might actually fit back there, but it'll be really tight, so we may just have to go with the U-flow, because that I know will fit, like, it actually fits even with the fan in there. So the U-flow will fit back in there, and that just may be what we end up going with. It'll just make it, the tube routing a little bit different. But overall, I don't think it'll be bad. So at the front, we're going to have this 240, and there's actually 2 fans already in the front of the case. So this AIO is in push-pull, which is sort of unnecessary, to be honest. And even with this slim rad, push-pull is going to be pretty unnecessary. So either we'll leave the fans up there, or I might try mounting the rad up in the front, because that could work too. I don't know yet, but either way, we'll have these 2 TT rings on the inside, so we can actually put those on right now. I think if I actually got to grab the 35mm screws. I can actually show you guys using a singularity reservoir mount with fans, because that's the plan here. Is we'll have the front rad right here like this, most likely ports up. I think maybe we'll have ports up. I don't know. We'll figure that out once we get more stuff in there. So then we're also going to have the pump resin here, so it should mount to the top just fine with just the 2 screws. It has 4 mounting holes, but 2 will definitely do. I've used these mounts before, and they're actually quite sturdy. So we get to assembling. We also put the pump in the pump top. I have to finish cleaning out this pump res, but I will get to that. Next week, I believe, we should be able to do the tubing. So that's something I definitely plan on streaming for everybody. What's up, Aaron? How's it going, man? Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. If you have any questions about loop planning, like how or why I'm going about this, like I said, I tried to explain the whole rad situation, why I would pick a U-flow over an X-flow in this situation. I might still try to fit the X-flow in there, just because, like I said, it makes tubing a lot easier. Even if soft or hard tubing, it would make easier. Aside from rad selection, I guess like pump res is definitely another thing that you have to make sure is going to fit. So if you guys couldn't tell, I'm going to be redoing this PSU shroud. We're going to toss this one because the pump res would not fit if we left that PSU shroud in there, or I just cut a hole in it. But I'll just be making a new one, so that'll get pushed back a bit, and obviously a new design. I think he likes the whole theme as it is. He wanted to keep the case even. He likes the whole white idea, so I'm happy to do that for him. Hopefully he likes the loop when it's done. Oh, I guess I could mention the other product. I've linked all the products that I'm going to be using in here. Actually, I didn't link the fans, oddly enough. They're just TT Ring 12s, so we sell those as well. But the coolant, we got UFO. This is Ultra Chills, the label's off. But all the labels are wrong right now. We're trying to get them to update them. But this is Ultra Chills Alien Green Opaque, so it's also UV. So of course, we've got a Cable Mod UV hybrid kit here. And I think Trent ordered another strip today as well. So we're running 2 strips in there, maybe something like right up here in the front and one right in the back. Not sure yet, but we can even cover that in part of the build log, I guess you could say. I might, maybe I'll just like vlog some of it too, who knows. You guys can let me know, and as I'm working on it, I can maybe just give you guys quick updates. But here's his block that he got. It's one of the new EK Supremacy Evo RGBs, and it's actually one of the custom modded ones that we do at PBCs, which are pretty dope. We just kind of came out with those the last couple weeks here. So this is the circuit design one, which is going to be pretty cool, I think. It should look pretty nice. And let's see, what else we got? We got the pump. It's just, what was it again? I think it's a water-cooled D5. It's a Vario too, I believe even. He said he doesn't really care. And these are pretty cheap D5s. Should be a solid D5 though. And we can actually go ahead and put that in the pump res here. Should be pretty easy. And actually I'm going to be sleeving this one. I've got a new D5 myself. So I'll actually be sleeving that one as well. Same case as I use. Nice, dude. Well, that this whole tutorial or whatever the hell you want to call it might be useful for you then. If you ever plan on putting a loop in yours. It's a little sad that there's no top fan support, but like I said, it's a little bit of modding. We can make that happen. Will it fit over the PSU cover, the pump res? It actually would, except for the only issue is that the rad doesn't mount up that high, and he already said like he wants the PSU shroud redone. Because it's actually, when I first made this, I failed to realize that the PSU itself under here would actually cover up part of this little, like, it's actually an eye, if you couldn't tell. So this is like smoked acrylic or whatever, so it lights up with RGB, and there's like a shadow in there. So the square shadow is going to go. He just kind of said he'd rather have a new one anyways, and I really don't mind making one. But yeah, like Rod said, you could actually fit it over it. This is the 200mm version, so it's actually a pretty decently sized pump res combo. And I'm actually going to be probably pretty impressed by how much this case holds once we get this top rad mount done. And I can kind of go over that whole mod with you guys as I do it. I wonder if I should maybe even pick him up a fill port, because maybe we can put one in up over here. Maybe I'll have to ask him if he even wants that. This build, I kind of just leave it all up to him, just like I did in the first place. When I first built him this computer, which was like, I think it was last spring about this time when I built it for him. So it's been a while. He wanted to do a loop before I moved out. So I told him we'd make it happen, and he got a few new parts, like I said, and then the rest were just kind of hand-me-downs, which he's happy to have, apparently. I mean, I would be too. Actually, we gotta put the pump in before we attach it. So, this is a Singularity pump res combo. Works pretty much just like all the other D5 pump res combos. It's got either, you know, this is actually just a ring. The pump cover itself actually separates from this. So this ring on top is what holds the D5 pump into the pump top, which is pretty much what everybody uses in some way, shape, or form. So to install this, we have to thread the lay wires through the retention ring. Like I said, I'll be sleeving this. It looks like the sleeving material won't be coming till this Friday, so if you guys want, I can do a Friday stream. However, it seems some of you may be busy on Fridays. I don't know what you guys have for a weekend life, but you can check that out. I'll see what time I actually get that all done. So, I mean, I guess I really didn't need to separate the ring, but I kind of wanted to show you guys anyways. And to get the bottom cover on, we'll first thread the wires through the pump cover itself, and then I think we'll just have them on the same one. I'll be taking this apart anyways to sleeve it, because I'll be sleeving down into the pump itself, because that looks far better in my opinion. So there we go. Now it just screws all together, and we'll be good to go as soon as these wires cooperate. Come on. Oh, the PWM cable's being a butt. There we go. That should do, I think. Yep. So now all you do, there should be yes, there is an O-ring in there. It was weird when I was at Carlos's place finishing his build. His stock, oh nice, I'm just gonna leave it out. The stock O-ring actually leaked, so I may double check this one once I get it together. I can use the Dr. Drop, and I'll see if this stock O-ring leaks. Because both his pump reses that he had, the stock O-ring leaked, so we just grabbed the O-ring that came with the D5, and that worked. So I don't know what was up with that. It could have just been a damaged O-ring. I didn't really spend the time looking. So there we go. We got a D5 pump res combo by Singularity Computers, and I guess a water cooled D5. So now we can start to get the fans on the rad. I'm just kind of putting this halfways together just so I get an idea, and then of how large the whole pump res and fan combo is going to be. Actually, these fans need to go like this. So there we go. Great, more fan screws. Just what I always wanted. So I'll be doing a trivia question pretty soon here. If I could ever get this fan out. And it'll be for an EK ball valve in either matte black, chrome, or black nickel, because that's all the colors they come in. So you get to take your pick. And with that, like I said, it'll be a trivia question. And whoever answers correctly first will win. We've actually got a few people in here tonight, which is quite exciting. Let me see if I even have the right screws. I do. These ones are the wrong color, but they shall do for the mock setup. So these are 35 mil, and actually I'm going to double check this. How far do 35 mil go? Okay, so I believe we won't have a problem. The good thing about Hardware Labs rads is that they do have the metal plate behind all the screw holes, so if you do go a little too far, you'll hear it, like, you'll actually hear the radiator. It almost makes like a creaking noise usually. So if you start to hear that, just stop, because that means you're hitting the plate behind the screw, and you can technically go through that as well, although it's a lot of work. So just, like I said, don't force it. If you do have that happen to you, if we hear that right now, we'll have to grab some washers, and that's a pretty simple fix, but it seems good to me. I don't think we'll have a problem. Like I said, I'll have to use the black ones, but they're actually Allen keys, and I don't have my Allen key screwdriver handy. But I'll be taking this all off anyways to actually clean out the reservoir, because it's still a little bit dirty. It's a hand-me-down from my last loop, actually. I was sad to take out the Singularity's pump res just because it is a pretty nice pump res combo if you ask me. But I'm glad it'll be going to a good home again. What's up? Let's see, Keith. Sorry, the text is so small. I forgot to zoom in. You guys should really stick around for the giveaway though. All y'all got off Facebook, and that makes me sad. Oh, so there you can hear it. It actually did hit the plate. You'll hear it like creak against the fins basically, so you want to stop, because I was not paying attention and there's no bracket here. So we don't need the longer screws right there. We can use the regular screws. And all you guys' OCD is gonna go crazy because I'm using black and chrome screws now. What are you gonna do? On both. Oh, you're on both Facebook and Twitch? Well, damn. I guess you still count as 2 viewers, so thank you. You're a really awesome viewer. And technically, if one has a better delay, it'll give you a better chance at winning the giveaway, which we can do in a few minutes here. Let's just get this pump res.
I have access to the one with the best delay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna mute Discord as always. Yeah, if you're on Discord, then you'd hear it like 15 seconds before, and that's easily enough time to answer and everything. They wouldn't even get a chance. They'd just see some weird spam in the chat and be like, oh, GG. Giveaway. Yes, I did say giveaway. So invite your friends to this stream. I mean, I guess that gives you worse chances of winning, but unless your friends are nice and they want to donate the ball valve that they win. Cool friends would do that. lined up. So yeah, tonight is just planning. Hopefully by this weekend we start to tear into this rig kinda and actually start building something. But we got some more prep work to do. The more time you spend planning a loop, usually the smoother it goes, from what I've experienced. What ball valve we talking about? The EK ball valve. So they only make one, and that is the one we are giving away tonight. So this is actually quite useful because now I can tell how far out, and now I can actually measure it. And then we can write down the measurement. So let's see here. We'll probably want to make it, I mean, probably 9 inches. We won't have any ports on the bottom. We can always move it up if so. So it's looking like a 9-inch shroud would probably be just about right. Oh wait, no, just kidding. It's a 10-inch shroud. Yeah. And that'll still cover the bottom of the motherboard. So, we've got that measurement. So while I write this down, I will also write down the answer to the trivia question. So you guys won't be able to read it, but you can see right now I'm writing it down. And then I'm also writing down the measurement incorrectly though. It's a good thing I'm using a pencil. So I wrote down the answer. I'm going to ask it the question, not the answer, after I mute Discord. Okay, Discord has now been muted. So the trivia question is, how many different bits power fittings does PPCs carry? Let's hear it in chat, boys and girls. You can answer in any chat that you're in. I'm not watching Discord, so don't answer there. Just answer on Facebook chat, Twitch chat, or in the YouTube comments. Any of those will do. What's up, voice? Are you gonna answer the giveaway? So I have the answer right here. 621, incorrect. You're wrong, voice. Keep going. Let's see you nerds work. Well, that's unfortunate. We lost our Facebook viewer. He didn't even want to try. So we've got the pump res combo mostly made up here. I'll let you guys keep guessing. Why isn't it scrolling down? Oh, let me make sure I have all chats on. 15 says Carlos. 412. No, this is easily available information. Come on. Let's make more educated guesses now. Let's see, what's next for planning? We've got the pump res combo mostly figured out. I showed you guys the top rad. So that's like the main mod we're going to be doing is the top rad and redoing the PSU shroud. I think like even this front panel that I have here can stay. May or may not make a panel for the back because just like I said, I'm going to be removing the back fan just for clearance issues, and there's going to be 3 exhausts already, so having another exhaust just really makes the negative airflow kind of rough. 934 says Sean Kohler. Look at you, you're the winner, man. Good work. So Mr. Sean Kohler, you can DM me on Facebook since you're on Facebook, or else email me. You know my email, which is matt@performance-pcs.com, or hit me up on Discord, and I will get you your ball valve. Let me know what color you want, or finish, whatever you might want to call it. Should I unmute Discord now, so I can be more friendly? Hello, friend.
Hello.
Mighty voice, you're terrible.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong you were wrong all the times, you know?
Yeah, but you were wrong when you wrote down the answer.
Oh, that's here. Here's the answer.
You have a bunch of, your site has a bunch of bits power fittings that are double listed, so you don't technically have as many if you open the filter.
Double listed.
And also searching for bits power fittings give a different number, and you and I both know that filters don't have everything.
The product list doesn't, like when you have all the fittings there, that is how many fittings we have, because even if it's under 2 filters, it doesn't create 2 product listings. There's only 1 product listing for every unique part, even if it comes up under 2 filters. See? Filters don't make a difference besides the brand filter in this scenario. You fools. That's weird. No, you're weird.
Why would I see, like when I'm looking for this thing, why would I see two of the same stop fittings?
Because Bitspower has like 5 variations of the same stop fitting. I shit you not. Look at they're all slightly different, and they're even making a new one now. They're making a new stop.
Last time it was looking.
I think it's out already.
Oh right.
Different
just echo
brass extenders.
I was gonna say,
yeah, Bitspower is notorious for.
There was like a double listing or a triple listing even of just their Bitspower premium like shining silver stop fittings, the one that has like the little flanges on them.
Yeah, there's like I said, premium is one of them. They have, yeah, they have a bunch. It's kind of frustrating. Like I said, Bitspower is notorious for like having the same freaking product. They just change one little tiny thing on it.
So what I'm wondering is why Bitspower fitting gives different than the filter Bitspower fitting. Like what non-fitting things come up when you search Bitspower fitting?
Oh, that's a good question. That's just the search being awesome. Sorry. No problem, Sean. So I'm trying to get these extensions in and I'm struggling for some reason. I have no idea why. Should be a quite trivial task. Okay, I give up. I have no idea what's going on with those. It could be because this little custom plate is off-center.
Oh, it gives 2 clamps. That's what the extra 10 or so are.
Oh, see, technically those aren't fittings. They're 4 fittings, though.
And then there's like an acrylic cover.
Of course. Everybody needs an acrylic cover.
Yes, that's definitely a fitting.
I linked to all the fittings I'm actually using in this build in the description, so if you're wondering, I've got an assortment, and actually I don't even know if I'm using all these fittings. I got a couple dual rotary 90s, we got 4 rotary, single rotary 90s, and we have 8 EKHDC black nickel compression fittings. So it's going to be 1612 PTG, and 2 radiators for just the CPU loop, which is definitely overkill, but he plans to eventually one day upgrade the GPU and hopefully put that in the loop too. So at that point, the 240 and the 360 would definitely be needed. So that's why we plan on just putting it in right now. He'd be, I mean, if he just put it at 240, it'd be no different than the AIO, although obviously look a lot cooler. It just wouldn't be as much of an upgrade as he would like, I think. He figures if he's going to spend the money and everything right now, might as well just get it done. And technically the radiators were free, so I just told him he could have 2 or 1, and he said 2.
Who would you say is the best AIOs currently?
Best AIOs? I don't even know. I've used, this is a Corsair one. I used this in my build actually for probably like 6 months before he ever got it, and it's been holding up fine. As far as I know, I think it holds up fine.
Failed pumps.
Yeah, I know they. What's that?
Are you talking about like full-on CLCs or like?
I don't just.
Yeah, some really good ones.
Just any all-in-one at all?
Yeah, well, I've got room I could do a 280 radiator upstairs. Actually, I could probably go up to like a 420.
Gee, I don't. Does the Celsius come in 420? I think they only have. No. They only have 360. That's isn't that a decent kit?
Yeah, Celsius would be nice.
Yeah, Celsius 360 probably be pretty good.
For like the best all-in-one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one has the least amount of pump failures. I know that all the AC Tech.
If Swift Tech has cleaned up their act on these things, their H320 or whatever X2 Premium, or whatever they call it, probably is the best.
Yeah.
So I think we've got it mostly figured out. Aside from.
I've heard that they mostly cleaned up their act on those, but I don't have any like.
I'm just using a Cryorig H5 Ultimate right now.
Cryorig's good though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's fairly quiet, but And just see like
So
if
you
we
gotta
can
pump out.
get a run at it.
So yeah, I mean, we could slightly start to plan the loop. I'm not, like I said, I'm not certain which rat I'm going to use yet, which actually does make quite a bit of difference for tube routing, to be honest. But aside from that, we got the PSU shroud coming up, which I could definitely stream that. I think it'll be a little bit more involved PSU shroud, not something like the ready-made ones that I streamed last week. This will be a little bit, like I said, more involved. We'll be using some fun materials like some 5mm acrylic probably. But then once we get everything kind of modded and put in a case, then we can get to tubing, which like I said should be early next week. And then we can throw in this alien green UV coolant. I've got the gray opaque in my rig, and so far it's been working really well. This stuff looks like it should be a good deal too. The UV is really crazy, so combined with the cable mod strips that he's going to have, it should look pretty dope. It'll be a white and alien green. So, and actually the coolant is going to be the only alien green thing in there. The rest will be, you can change the RGB LEDs to green, but other than that, it'll be white and green. Does anybody have any questions about loop planning, like what you want to look out for? Like I said, mainly you just, basically, if you have your build already, you know, in front of you like we do here, that's way more helpful. Some people are like, you know, they buy all new hardware and a new case and everything, and they don't even have it yet, so it's a little hard. But if you have everything in front of you, just go and measure everything. Don't just be like, oh, I bet that'll fit, because you never know, and then you end up having to like return something, or maybe you got something like, if I had like a 100mm pump res combo, obviously that would fit. I just think it probably wouldn't look as good because you have so much, and there's plenty of space to work in. So yeah, like I said, guys, just go through and measure everything. Make sure you're getting the proper size parts. Make sure you have enough parts. As far as like angled adapters, that's a little bit harder to go through and plan out. My best advice is take a picture of your rig like it's sitting right here. Just take it so you're perpendicular to it as best you can, and then throw that in like paint. If you don't have anything like Photoshop, paint will work just fine. And draw in the water cooling components that you're going to put in there. Just like draw it in, the pump res and everything. And then you can start drawing lines, or what would actually eventually be tubes, to each of the components, and you can just, you know, make a couple drawings and start over and try different tube routing, and see which one you like the best or makes the most sense. And that should actually help you get some angle adapter estimates at least, because you'll probably be able to tell where you'll need a 90 or where you'll need a bend, if you want to bend there or not. Because you can also use fittings in the middle of your runs for bends instead of bending. Anything's really possible. Like I said, it just depends on what kind of aesthetics you're going for, what kind of budget you have. Adding bends or fittings for bends really makes it quite a bit more expensive. So that's always something to think about. Other than that, there's really not much more you can do to really plan your loop. Like I said, once you have all your parts in your case, then you can really kind of tell what fittings you'll need for the most part. So if anything, if you already think you're going to be like purchasing, you know, say you're going to get all your stuff this weekend, or mostly all your stuff this weekend because we have all the discounts going on, it might even be wise to save the fittings for once you get everything in your case and you know everything is going to fit and everything's going to work properly. And then, like I said, you can kind of get a much better idea of your fittings. You'll always need 2 compression fittings, or barbs at least, for every component. So I mean, you can always get those because your number of components shouldn't change unless you like switch from a pump res combo to a standalone pump and a standalone res. But other than that, you can kind of account for your compression fittings. But if nobody has any other questions, I think we'll wrap up tonight, and I will let you guys know about the whole pump sleeving stream. I've done it before, so it may not even be that super popular. However, I got 2 pump sleeves, so we can get that done real quick. I'll be sleeving Trent's in white, mine in black. If you didn't catch the last one, you can catch this one. It'll be live again. Otherwise, you can go back and watch it in our video history there. But guys, don't forget to hit up the discounts this weekend, as I've been mentioning. There's like 10, 12, and like 15% off depending on how much you spend. So quite a bit you can save, as well as on shipping. So that's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. We have a bunch of new products. All of the UFO opaques are on the site now, I believe. So definitely go check those out. Like I said, I'm running some in my personal rig, and it's actually working out pretty well. We'll be trying some more of the 3D stuff in the test bench when we get further on the test bench, which is going to be put off for a little bit just because I gotta get Trent's build done first, and then we can kind of get back to that. I've got Rob from BS Mods working on the custom block for it for the. You're all good for the 980 Ti. So hopefully that'll be in the works pretty soon here. He should have all the parts, and we'll start on a custom block soon, which should be fun. He was actually watching the stream. He might still be. Who knows? I think he was. But besides that, guys, comment down below what else you want to see. Like I said, we got pump sleeving. We'll have tube bending, both of which I've done before. Probably some acrylic mods as well this weekend. Maybe, like I said, just some quick vlog type streams. Here in my throat. So, be prepared for all that, and let me know what else you guys would like to see. I know I put a post up earlier this week, and some people were like, they asked for somewhat like loop planning. I guess they asked more for fans, like as far as fan orientation goes, and like how many to use, where to put them, and all that. Which I can probably go over more once I get the rads in here, and I can explain a little bit better why I'm putting which fans where, what fans we're using, and all that jazz. That's some fun stuff.
What else I gotta figure out if I go AI over?
Yeah, look at this one's in push pull, and honestly, they're both pretty like TT fans aren't bad for rads. They're decent static pressure as far as I know.
Yeah, I've got two.
Yeah, 2 mil H2O. So that's pretty decent. And they don't even get too loud, only 25 decibels. And in the front, we got some Be Quiet Silent Wings 3s, which are actually really quiet, and they don't actually move a ton of air, so that's kind of just why I put them up there, because there's the space for them. So why not?
I've actually been curious about the Be Quiet Silent Wings fans.
They're, like I said, they're super quiet. You'll never hear them. They're just, they don't, obviously, because of that, they don't push a whole ton of air. They're not terrible fans by any means. But those would be one set of fans that you might want to put in push-pull, like Gentle Typhoons or something like that.
Yeah,
So
I gotta figure out something to replace the cryo fan that came with the H5.
Oh, those fans are actually pretty decent, though, as far as performance, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, it's alright, but...
Yeah, you could get like an LED fan even. I've always liked the look of the TT rings. I don't know. I've just liked them. I think I honestly probably gave him these white ones originally. So he bought 2 more himself though, so we'll have enough for this build. And like I said, the rest of the parts are pretty much hand-me-downs, so it should be fun. You'll definitely be seeing more of this week. But comment below, guys, what you guys think else you want to see. We had quite a few comments, so I've got ideas. I'll be getting actually Fantex N2 Pro M sometime, probably by next week, I think. I don't know. It was ordered earlier this week, so I'll have that case. There you go. So the Pro M will just be another case that we'll be modding on stream, just like we did with the Define S. So we're going to be starting with a fresh case pretty soon, like I said, as well as the test bench. So we got lots more coming. So I don't know, guys. Besides that, just let me know. But I'll probably see you guys.
I love about Fantex how easy their warranty is.
Yeah, Fantex has great support. I was just working with Brian this week, actually, with some support. Some guy needed some spare parts for his rig. His N2 Elite, and Brian hooked him up. So yeah, definitely go with Fantex for a new case. I've used several in the past. I modded a P400S for a friend, which is a pretty nice build.
I've got the N2 Lux, and I've got 2 of their 140s and their 200 that were original to the case.
Yeah, those the Fantex fans are actually really good.
I've got my brother's computer in the Lux too.
Yeah. So the Pro M should be fun. I've never worked in a Pro M, but I also had my Evolve before this, so I've worked in several Fantex cases, and I'm pretty excited to work in a new one. So like I said, guys, check out Fantex. They were way generous and hooked me up with the case, so it should be a fun journey with a new case starting soon. So pay attention for all that stuff. Like I said, we have lots going on, discounts, streams, and everything. So just keep your eyes peeled. You'll see me more, and you'll definitely see me soon. Thanks for coming in, guys, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.
You too.
Thank you. Peace out, y'all.